Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. This is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 227. Hopefully you guys had a great Thursday. I know I've had an amazing day trimming, taking care of stuff. Got an amazing guest for you tonight, a weed nerd. Man, I love having weed nerds in the house. Seattle Steve, how you doing today, Seattle Steve?
I'm doing okay. I'm still trying to find it on the other machine, but it's okay. We're doing good. How are you doing, brother?
Pretty good, pretty good. No worries, just as it pops up, just, like we discussed, just pause it. We'll be able to see chat and all that. Yeah, I'm stoked that you were able to take some time to come hang out today. Pretty awesome of you. I greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate the offer, brother. It's like memories are always good if you have good memories. I don't, but it's like a good memories. We need to get some smoke in us.
I totally agree. I am getting
It's
ready
like
to.
people have, yeah. You're getting ready to now too. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I
a
do
little
these
bit
balloons.
of Godiva.
What are you smoking?
Some Godiva from the American one. Probably never get a good shot of it. That's what I'm smoking at. So tell me about the balloons. Are they like the old Whippet balloons? Like that?
The history of the reason why I use these is, number one, I have really bad lungs. I didn't really realize it all that bad, until a doctor finally, when I was getting prescribed, marijuana for health. She talked to me about, the amount that I smoke and everything like that. And she said, you really, really, really should use a vaporizer. And that was at, how long ago was this? 11, 12 years ago, I suppose. And they were not all that common at the time. And, at least not to me. And I looked into it and saw a little bit about them. And I got the one Airizer, whatever it is. It's a Canadian company. It's the one that I'm using right now. I used that one for 8 years, and it finally, I never turn it off. It's on 24 hours. It stays hot. One of the reasons why I like that Canadian brand and that one unit is, I should, number one, get it working right now while I'm talking, so I'm not having to sit there and wait for it. Okay, yeah, there we go. And the heat sensing units on it, you can turn it up. Oh, brother, I hate this. See, it's not a fresh load. I got to load the damn thing. Okay. We're going to have fun.
We got time. I got time. Load that bad boy up.
I hear you.
Now we actually get to see how it works.
But now we're going to change. We're going to change conversations a little bit. It's like number one. Woo! Yeah, there we go.
Nice. What you got there?
That's the vanilla tart.
It's good smoke there.
There we go. Sorry, I had to reverse the lenses a little bit there. That's the stuff I just grew. Da-da-da-da-da.
Nice looking stuff. That was a good strain. Badger knocked it out of the park with that one.
Beautiful smell, beautiful taste. I really was rushing this because I'm almost out of. out of medicine, and that doesn't happen. So it's like, you know, we immediately go into overdrive and kind of bake the stuff a little bit earlier than I would have normally done, but whatever. It's dried, a little bit crispy, dried. I didn't watch the community in the grow room nearly as much as I really would normally, but it's okay. So
we appreciate you letting us in, that's for sure.
Well, you know, let me ask, how did you first hear about the Weed Nerd, or how did you get involved? Because it's like I started with them after the fire, shortly thereafter, but it's like, you know, I don't know how long it had been the fire that took everything, you know, from him and Miss Jill, but I think it's probably almost, I don't know. Anyway, but it's like, you know, I knew him for about 2 years, is all, a year and a half, maybe. I'm trying to go back to my notes, and they're not real good. I don't have real good recollection of dates and times. So, but it's like, he was in the process at that time of going away from, I didn't find out about anything for a long time. You know, it's like wow, how did I meet Sub? That's the first off I should start at. It's like, I've been a grower since it became legal in Washington State, and learning my trait, since it's been legal, at home. However, I started growing in 1979, 1980, which is about the time that Sub and I go back to dates on when we first were getting into the industry and all that kind of crap. But it's like, that was when I was a kid, and that's I wasn't a kid, I was 20 something, but it's like, that's where I had my back problem. I crushed 3 vertebrae in a lifting accident, and was hospitalized. And while I was hospitalized, we got ripped off, and that's the story of that note. I didn't grow until now. But okay, here we go. That's the way I first started. And it wasn't until I was growing on my own that I was getting seeds from all over the darn place, usually out of state, dispensaries and whatnot that I read about or heard about or found on the internet. And it wasn't until I finally started remembering Sub and searched him down one time. And unfortunately, like if you ever search Subcool, it's like you're going to find, 15,000 different people that are going to say, "Hi, I'm Subcool 12," and it's like, so it's like, you can get in touch with the wrong people real easily, and never have the right real person. And it's like, I don't know what it was. One day, I think I was really new to Facebook, and that's where I found Sub's talking, his little broadcast he was doing, and shouted him at, I don't know. Anyway, I shot him an email, and he responded right back, and it's like, I found that to be kind of sketchy, as if it was a real person or not. I blow my and so nice. Once I guess, shit. at the same once I met Sub, he changed fucking everything that I was doing. You know, it's like in order to communicate with him, you have to adapt to his style. You have to get on his link of what you're doing. So it's like, you know, I wasn't using my phone at all for anything other than telephones. And it's like I'm still, you know, it's like really don't use it for tiddly squanto. So it's like, you know, that's the way it is. Sub has a huge soft spot, and I, you know, a lot of people know his hard ass, you know, personality, which is kind of interesting. But I know the generosity, kindness aspect of the dude that I guess, you know, a lot of people do know. And a lot of people never did let it happen, and that's kind of sad. But it's like, you know, okay, we have to have a little bit of this going on, or else we're going to be stuck.
Please.
It's been an hour or two.
I should have waited.
Oh. Well, I went and saw my Dr. Love, my chiropractor, today. It's like he'll be off next week for a week. But it's like I see him twice a week at my choice. We have an excellent connection going, and it's like he's the guy that straightened my back after 37 years of being in a locked, crunched over husky position. You know, he used laser therapy and his techniques and corrected it in one visit, you know, for free. Didn't charge me nothing. And I'm a recipient for life for him. It's like, it's laser therapy. It's that new thing that you're hearing about a lot lately. It's been around for a while, but it's like, you know, I'm a living example of what it can do. It can relax a muscle in such a way that you can move where you never could have before. I've had doctors look at the situation and say, "Huh, you're fucked up." Thanks.
That's interesting. So is it just like a laser acupuncture, or are they actually still, like, you know, crunching you up and, you know?
It's good question. It's it's radiant heat from like a laser you know, scope or whatever. Yeah, and it's ooh, it's a direct pattern. Its intensity can be adjusted. The distance that it's to you, it's kind of a red light. You wear glasses on your eyes for eye protection. It's like a warming heat. That's the best way I can describe it. He doesn't let it get too hot or too cool. You know, he knows exactly where to put it in order to give you the best sensation and results. It's around all over the place. I see it all over. Places are advertising for it, but it's like I saw him on TV. He works for the Seattle Sonics and the Mariners and whatnot. And, you know, he did work on all the professionals, and saw his ad on TV and gave a call, and he answered the phone, you know, or his receptionist, and I said, you know, I don't know if I'm good for this or whatever, but it's like he says that he can help anybody, and it's like, you know, I'm disabled, and it's like I'm low income, and it's like I don't know if I can. Come on in, come on down. You know, we'll take a look at you, and he did the adjustment for free, and he corrected it, you know, right that first time. So it's like, you know, I'm a fan. You know, he's a good guy. Dr. Love. You know, with the last name Love, you know, you got to be a little bit different.
Sounds appropriate, man. I've had them kinks in my back. That's one of the reasons why I'm asking, man. There's sometimes you'd
Well,
almost pay anything to get that one right between the shoulder blades that you can't
yes,
ever get. Oh,
yeah. Well, whatever it is, it's like this LASIK therapy is it's the ticket to success. It's like it's been used for years. It's just now being so prevalent, and that just like everything, the rich can get it first. It's like but it's like they gotta pay for the ability to make mass production and stuff like that. And these machines that he uses, I think in his little office, he's got like 6 or 8 of them, and it's like they're all a little bit different for different purposes. He has some that he uses on just the back, spine muscles, some that he uses on shoulders, some on knees, some, I don't know, it goes all over. Any muscle, any joint, anything at all, it can benefit from. If you have pain in it, it can reduce it tremendously, almost immediately, just by the laser. Deep penetration into the bone itself to heat the tissue in a perfect way that it just relaxes it. And it's like I'm into relaxing things, and it's like I know how to deal with that really well, and so it's like the doctor and I get along really well.
nice. Well, I'm glad you're getting some relief, and definitely not, from other than some pharmaceutical mess, because that's the way they prefer to treat things these days. Just, coat it with this, coat it with this.
I've been posting my little CAT scans that they do that he does twice a week. I see him on Mondays and Thursdays in the mornings when he first opens his doors, and I do a video, whatever. I take a picture of the little CAT scans of my back before surgery, or not before surgery, but before adjustment and then after adjustment. And it used to be that way, but he's been doing 2 adjustments at a time, giving a little special treatment to me lately. And it shows half the first adjustment on the left and the other half on the right, and where it used to be all flat. And then the second adjustment is shown on the left bottom. It's real, and the top never changes. It's kind of confusing, but it's like, it shows the amount of adjustment that he puts in from this little machine. And basically, I love explaining this. He goes with this little machine, which I call her Stella. It's this little female voice operated computer. It's like 2 Sonicare toothbrushes that vibrate real fast, and he uses it on your spine, going from each spine muscle down. And she says which number it is and which whatever, it's blah 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 blah, and she calls it each number, and it vibrates on each of these positions. And that's the first time through. It's taking a reading of the alignment and the space between the discs. It's all computerized, and it then tells a number and says L6, and he goes back to a certain spine muscle, and he knows right where to go. He has to check the number on it, but it's like he knows which one to go to, and then it vibrates real fast, and like I say, a Sonicare toothbrush, and then it slowly slows down. And he told me the first time what it's doing is reading your alignment as it's vibrating really fast, and it doesn't hurt at all. It feels really, really good, and it vibrates really fast, and it slows down as it's getting it into alignment, as it's reading the alignment back into where it should be. Really fucking weird, cool. I can't tell you about it. And you can feel the number one. You have to learn how to just relax and let it do its thing. And as it does, you can feel your muscle repositioning itself. It's too much. It's like, I can't, you know. I had 37
Man, it
years.
sounds.
I had 37 years being in a locked position for my first grow accident, you know, and 37 years later, this guy corrects it, and I'm, you know, whatever. It's like I have a lot of pain still in movement because my muscles are not used to it, and the muscles that were used to it are working the opposite direction. So it's like it's really fucking hard to get my body to get used to staying in the
Moving
correct
again.
position. It's weird, but you know, I have a list of accidents that I went through. You know, you want to go through them?
If you want, I've had pretty few myself, man. Man, it's very encouraging about that the chiropractic there.
Well, that's some of the fun parts about it. It's like I'm 62 now, and it's like I kind of, you know, I looked at my life, you know, as you know, doing fairly well for getting by just to this age, and living this long. Never thinking that I could actually improve some of the benefits of my health, but what's the other one? Oh yeah, okay. Right before I met Dr. Love, I've been working with first the University of Washington. They were the ones that did the surgery on my accident first, and I reacquainted them with it years later, and they did a lot. Should explain. In 1982 or 83, I'm not good at numbers, I had a motorcycle accident where if you're in Seattle or whatever, if you know the area, Pan Pack, a hardware department store, I used to work for them, and we had a game, a ball game one summer, and I was leaving the ball field, and I don't know how long I think I've been riding bikes for about a year, maybe a little bit less. But regardless, I was pretty lipped and been drinking, and got on the bike and to leave this ball field, which was right by my workplace. So I thought I knew the area real well. Didn't, and it's like the road, which I thought was going much further before the freeway, it went across a 4-lane travel roads. There's a little dip there, and I didn't see it until I was too much into it, and I got nailed really good. That was the one where I punctured lungs, broke shoulder, wearing a helmet. Yay. My left leg was shattered from knee to ankle, and the University of Washington, you know, I can remember the accident too. I can remember the one friend of mine coming over and being a really good, you know, from work, and holding my hand and you know, saying you're okay, don't worry, they're on their way, blah 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 blah. And the other guy that was my we were a sales crew, and it's like he goes, dude, you're fucked up. And it's like, you know, I was going, I can't breathe as my lung was collapsing, and ambulance came, put me under, but this leg, you want to take a look at this? Do a real quickie. Right here, there's 1, 2, or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pins. And they were holding my leg together, all pinning it together for about a year. And did you notice how red it was toward the bottom of it? Well, the whole leg was that color up until about the University of Washington. I went back to them 35 years, 30, whatever years, 30 years later after the accident, and said, is there anything that can be done? And it was a, oh God, it's even funnier. It was because I had elastic stockings to constrict the swelling that I was getting on his legs. And I had to go through the University of Washington in order to find a specialist that would prescribe the orthotics that were required for these stockings. And because I'm on Medicare, you sometimes have to really go through some long journeys to get stuff. Well, anyway, I found one nurse or one doctor. She was a doctor. Who took one look and said, the number one, you shouldn't, these stockings are great, but it's like, you shouldn't be swelling this much. It's like you should be seeing a vein specialist, and wrote me a prescription to go see another doctor that they have at the university. And it's like, I haven't thanked her yet, but it's like, I went and saw another doctor, which they just scheduled me for surgery, a couple months later, and they closed one of the extra veins that I have in my leg. Didn't know they could do that. Why didn't they do that 35 years ago? Anyway, it reduced the swelling immensely. Where it used to be, I was using a high compression stocking in order to keep it together so it didn't explode. Anyway, then I thought about it a year later, maybe it's 2 years, and I don't know why it is. I'm Scandinavian, but it's Swedish hospital. For some reason, I was looking at them about vascular surgery, and oh, that's what it was. I went for a fucking second opinion. I went for a second opinion on the surgery that the University of Washington had done, which was great. But I wondered if there was any more that could be done. And so going to Swedish, it was a nurse that does those CAT scans in order to prep the doctor of what is necessary to be done for your leg. She did the CAT scans of all the veins, and we hit it off really, really fucking good. It's like, and this is my personality. I get along with people, or I don't. It's like we're Sub and I are both Librans. He's earlier and I'm later. We have hot and cold. We have, that's my description of it anyway. It's like, you either like us or don't. And it's like, I hit it off with her, and she with me, and she said, "Oh shit!" I said, "Is there anything that you think you can be done for my leg, or is it, have I, hit my limits?" And she said, "Oh hell no!" She goes, "You got all kinds of veins here that can be closed up and closed off, and it's like it'll reduce it somewhat, but it'll look a whole lot different." And it's like, she gave that diagnosis to the doctor. I was all excited about it. Went and saw the doctor, and he saw I was all excited about it. And he looked at the charts and he says, "Yeah, you look like we've done as much as we can for you." And I said, "What? Really?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "There's you got some spider veins there that I could get rid of, but it's like as far as that, everything else is all superficial. So it's like So, okay, great. You know, a good day. Don't let it hit you. And I left, knowing that, number one, with her diagnosis, he was either not reading it right, or else he was lying to me, or just didn't like my hairstyle, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, we didn't hit it off. Her and I did. So as I was leaving, I noticed that there was a vascular department, separate surgery department, right next door to it. And it logged in my memory. I got home, stewed about it for a week. Then I called that other vascular department, and I talked with an Asian lady that just said, yeah, come on down, let me take a look at you. And it's like, we'll I'm right next door. I can get their CAT scans over and take a look and do a diagnosis for free. And power to you. Drove in the next day, and she said, oh yeah, oh fuck yeah, your diagnosis is correct. There's all kinds of superficial veins that should be closed off, and it can be closed off, that will reduce it horrendously. And I'll do that for you. Let me get your insurance and work with them on getting it covered, and so on and so forth. And they got back to me and said, I would suggest that you see this doctor at a place closer to me. And I said, okay, thank you for your help. I went and saw him and was all excited. And I said, oh yeah, no. He said, no problem. We can do this. And was doing all the insurance through them. And then I got a call back from Swedish. And because I raised a little bit of shit after, the other people across the street said, yeah, I can take a look at it. And their diagnosis was, not exactly the same doctor. I said, where did this doctor come from? So I questioned. Another doctor called me back and said, I've taken a look at your chart, and I think they probably should be able to do something for you. And it's like, if you want to come in and take a look, love to meet you. And I said, thank you. Appreciate getting back and all that kind of crap. But it's like, tip my hat, and, I said, I'll be in touch if needed. Went back to the other doctor, which is closer to me. And he had set up a second appointment time, like a year later. And I said, okay, fine. Waited for that. Went and saw him, and he said, yeah, on second look, I don't know that we can do anything here for you. And oh man, what do you say, brother? This did not go over well with me, to say the least. So, there's another thing too. Subcool calls me cantankerous. What was it? Tenacious. I had to look it up and remember what it was. But yes, tenacious I am, I guess. I went back to Swedish, to the doctor that had called me and said that, that he had looked at the chart and said, yeah, I can do it. And set up an appointment, set up a time to meet with him. He's another Scandinavian. We talked about our heritage for about half an hour. He's a Sons of Norway, and it's like, he invited me to come down and join the hall and all that kind of crap. And, I said, no, not right now, but it's like, thanks for the offer. He did the surgery 3 or 4 months later, and that's where the redness on the top of my leg is gone. He did it twice. He waited like 6 months, and I thought it was all done. And so I figured, it'd be gone. And he did it again, and it removed a whole bunch more. And then he retired. The guy told me he was going to be retiring, and I should look him up, and I will. But it's like, he retired, and there's another lady that's scheduled to take care of me now, and I'm going to be doing some more. And I'm hoping that at the very bottom, I can get that removed too, because it's like I did post these pictures of that leg before and after as it was going on, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And you know, it's pretty remarkable for that. And then, you know, then came my back. So we're going backwards. Russell, has anybody been asking any questions or anything like this, brother?
Just enjoying the story so far. We're enjoying it.
Is anyone actually come by and seeing what's going on?
Yeah, we got almost 50 in chat right now.
Okay, because I don't get to see that. I don't want to. Anyway,
You said, were you taking this back to the back?
Yeah, we should change storylines. Let's go back to just a sub. That's kind of what got me into the need for medical marijuana was all these injuries, you know, to say the least. The I didn't really know that much about it, other than the fact that it was being used medically, you know, before it was legal, underground for a long time. And I was helping, you know, friends, you know, to go through that circle of underground, you know, dispensaries and growers. So I learned from into that kind of avenue. And then it wasn't until it became more prominently legal, you know, especially in Washington State, that I applied, because it's like, you know, that's another thing too. I have seizures. I did. I that is one of the things that I took Dilantin for you know, people that take seizure medication. They're real familiar with Dilantin. I took it for several years. Tried to quit and would have a seizure, and it was upon someone introducing me back to pot when it was becoming, you know, a medical, you know, known remedy for crap. He didn't explain a seizure for it, but just, you know, for just relaxing your mind and when you're stressed out. And it's like, you know, I got back into enjoying, you know, it just for that, not really realizing that I was also getting the benefit of, you know, not feeling the seizure or the convulsion at all anymore. And it was when I got my medical license originally, you know, years ago, to grow my own, that they that was one of the main things that she said was, you know, whatever it is. And it's like, and explained it to me that you know, cannabis is one of the cures for epilepsy and seizure, you know, disorders. And it's like, I'm kind of one of the living proofs of that. I didn't realize it was the medication that was keeping me away from needing the Dilantin that I was taking for years. And I finally, you know, I quit that with doctors, you know, suggestion. But I didn't tell them about cannabis. And unfortunately I should have. And, you know, we do now. And we have way different doctors than we used to have too. So that's the way that one goes. But Yeah. One of the the big boos of my memory is on the left hand side of my skull. It was opened up to relieve pressure after the last accident when I was run over by a girl when I was walking, and that was the final accident. And that one kind of redirected me for about 10 years in itself, trying to recover from it. But, here you get to see what the results are now 38 years later. Um, quite a long time. I'm getting old. The I've had some incredible surgeons and therapists and speech pathologists that worked with me in order to recover, which remain nameless because I forget their names when I want them. But it's like they're some of the best. And I talk to people when I hear them mention problems with their mental problem, getting messed up. My heart goes out quickly to them. And there's a few people in the industry that that suffer from that aspect of stuff too. So friends of subs, if you know who I mean. So it's like you reach out and you want to be your best that you can for everybody, but it's like sometimes you reach too far and too hard, and it's best just to let go and get away, move away. But that was kind of one of the things that
What an amazing road, brother.
well, yeah. I never knew, sub to end at all. And all I knew was the dude, friend, that would ask for anything, and I would, jump. Tenacious, his word, not mine. So there were some things that were nagging at him that he wanted to solve, that he wanted to cure. We tried, but there were so many more that were still left undone, and still that can't be changed. So we move on, because that was one of the things that it all starts the seed, and what he started, his love for the plant and to overgrow the planet. Um, that's his legacy. Weedner, the Weedner. Um, I put it in caps as often as I can.
One hell of a dude. One hell of a dude.
Yeah.
Greatly missed.
Yeah. Well, but it's like I have faith and hopes that the legacy and the idea and the prospering of the combining of seeds and the finding the best, the search for the dank, that lives on and will live on, and it's not gone. It's like he started a revolution, and it's like it's that's my feeling.
He did. He made a friend in a lot of us, that's for sure.
Now tell me, can I turn the screen to look the other direction? How do I do that?
Yes, sir. You just you touch the screen, and up in the upper left-hand corner, there'll be a button that you can flip it around.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey, brother, you're gonna make me great. Okay, here we go. Ow.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Well, some are good, some are bad. There's, I'm not perfect, and I'll be more than the first to admit it. I got some good friends, and they come to my rescue and help me, and have done so much. But it's like, this is the thing I'm not good at. It's like, I don't really like taking cuttings, and it's like, these are all cuttings, and it's like I'm just it's just not me. It's like, I grow from seed, and they go great. That's cutting. I think this is third grow. This is Strelka.
Oh, nice.
That was
from, one
that's cool.
Lucky to have that one there.
Well, yeah, I this is the third generation from seed, so that one's still alive. But yeah, that was one of the ones after Sub died. That was the first one I planted, I believe, was Strelka, and that's how I became more in touch with Kyle. And oh, don't sit down, Steve. Stop it. Okay, anyway, so now we gone there.
Ooh, what you got there?
Green Bicycles happy ending?
Hey, Patrick, good dude. He was on about a week ago.
Yep. Patrick. Yeah, he is an incredible good dude. I live by his products. The Ocean Bounty, I have a hard time remembering to use it. It's like, I don't remember crap. So, these things are, for controlling your airflow. It's like, outside the room and all that kind of crap. And, anyway, here we are. The wall of bank. An all tart.
I like that big poster over there. Digging it.
I very, very seldom ever wear any of those t-shirts ever. So it's like, they stay there. My doctor's thing.
Love and appreciate that wall, man. So, not to get too far off the grow, but man, I am appreciating those speakers. And when we were talking before, I noticed the beautiful CD collection you had behind you. What kind of music you rocking in that room?
Too much. I don't listen more to new music, but it's like, I grew up whatever in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And, I don't know. U2 and some of that stuff too. But it's like, oh, want to hear some?
Sure.
Yeah,
and you have to have a nice love to have some nice size speakers like that. You'd like to.
Well, I keep on forgetting about all that shit. That's just a home stereo. There's a story behind all that too. It's like oh, okay. Oh, we got to do that again. Dang it.
There you go.
Wah, wah, wah. Organization is probably the number one problem that I have. I do not organize myself well. I get scattered way too easily. There's my dope. Oh, that's the other thing too. It's down. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh gosh.
That was one thing that I always appreciated about our brother Sub. There is that mug loved to rock out and loud.
Yes. Well, yeah, and I do miss that a lot. To say the least. But let me keep going here, else I'm gonna. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get the music videos, but that's okay. You guys should be able to watch me try and have to get through all this shit. Because I forget how to do it all. Oops, that's not what I want. There you go. Okay, we're gonna be up loud enough.
And this is how it goes. That's the way we grow. That's the way we grow. And this is why we grow. This is why we grow. This is
so, do you play music, Steve?
Huh?
Do you play music?
Isn't that what I'm doing?
Well, I mean, like, are you a engineer or do you
No.
Most of us don't have a mixer laying around.
I know. It's kind of left over from one of my side whatever love. Yeah, I'll I've known some people in the industry. I've known some people that gave me a little bit of excess of stuff that they threw away that they no longer use, and I try to find use for it. But
I would too.
And everyone always sees these speakers of mine, and they don't really realize that these are a set of 18s
Yeah, you had quite a stack in that room.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you had quite a stack in that room. An
Well-
impressive stack.
Well, you see, these are
misunderstood. So the doctor's saying the pills the way they call me because they want to control my mind and turn me into a...
those speakers, those D131s are like the primary speakers that were used by Led Zeppelin and a few different bands that made their guitars, just the sound that came from them. And those Altic Lansing horns are something that no, those are whatever. It's a collection of crap.
Oh man, I appreciate some good music myself. I don't call it crap.
It ain't about the money, it's about the game. That's why we grow.
That's this room. Oops.
Mendo was nice enough to come on for Sub's birthday and give us a little sample of one of the Weedner Nation too.
Well, there's been a lot of love shown, and it's like it just warms my heart to see it. I miss out on a lot of crap, just because I don't really pay attention to stuff. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. Yeah. Do some rocking out in that room there for sure.
Well, this is the room that it's more a precise sound. These speakers were designed specifically by, again, a freaking genius in the business for me. Designed for the speakers themselves, custom to fit and stack together nicely. However, he only built one, and it's my knowing series parallel circuitry. It's the wiring four things together in a series parallel circuit in order to make it be responsive as one speaker to the amplifiers. You get a hell of a fucking sound that way. Efficiency of your speakers, I guess you call it. Anyway, so, and then again, they're old, just like me, but they still work.
Mean shit. I bet you they sound fucking amazing. I bet you it's awesome to rock out in that room.
Well, the ladies like it.
I bet just the frequency, just the the vibration off the leaves. I could see them just praying to the music.
Well, oh my, I need to water.
What kind of light you got in there?
Just two 1100 HPS. I use cheap stuff. because I can get them cheap.
The American one wanted to see the American one wanted to see the dank 2.0 banner you had up there.
Yeah, I'm very, 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 very thankful to be a recipient of it. You know, another weed nerd, you know, saw my love for the man and you know, said, you know, you deserve it. So I said, oh wow, thank you. Okay.
Badass. It's one amazing community, that's for sure.
We're gonna mix this up before we use it, and it's DOA Grow Meds 420 is the one that told me that I should quit using wooden spoons when I mix because it gives off crap or whatever. I don't know. So I use or whatever plastic fiberglass. I don't know what it is. Something else.
He's in chat. I could see it taking in bacterias, kind of, you know, in the wood.
Well, I like the brother, and it's like I appreciate what he says. So it's like, you know, but before I use it, I always mix it up just a little bit more to make sure that whatever's on the bottom is mixed up and still flowing and making bubbles. And it is. Oh, it's hard to do one hand. Huh?
DOA's, I believe, in chat too.
Yeah, he said that he had seen that we were doing this, and he was going to tune in. Here's another thing too: these little nozzles right there, flow spouts on eBay, or not on eBay, on Amazon. I can give you all the information for this kind of shit, but it's like, I think they're like $9, maybe $8. But this is a zero water dispenser, and it's like I use it for cleaning all the water before I feed to the plants. This removes all the bacteria, contaminants, all that kind of crap. Works great. Comes with little testers, you know, you check that, you know, all that kind of crap. Freaking the best thing I found for you know, you can't use I can't do osmosis. I can't afford that kind of crap. So anyway, do that before I do this. Check the pH, and it's like I should check it now, but it's like I'm not going to because I only got one hand anyway. Dag nabbit.
You know, I don't use a reverse osmosis either. You know what I use?
What?
Straight up. I've got a well. Well, I've got a well, and then I use RV filters from
there you go.
Yeah, they filter out a lot of shit, and and I can use it. I don't have that time of where I'm waiting for the RO. You know, it comes out just as fast as I need it. I've had pretty good luck so far.
Yep. Well, that's the whole point, you know, it's whatever works. Because it's like, you know, these all got infested with mites, and that's where I've been, you know, using Dr. Zymes to treat them on a regular basis. And it's like, you know, they've still got some of the crap on the leaves from when they were whatever. I haven't removed it yet, but it's like, some plants don't take cuttings as well as others do. So you live and learn.
Some girls just do not like to be cloned, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Let's see that banner when you get a chance there, Steve, if you could.
What's that?
Well, I appreciate the fact you don't water right in the center either. You make those rude search for that shit. I was wondering if you could show us that banner.
Help you out. You gotta understand that I've been in the same
There we
shoes.
go.
Man, no, I can't tell you
Badass.
tell you why so many end up broke down.
Skywalker.
Hell yeah.
Man's a brother. Yeah, I try to show it each time I, walk through the garden, just because it's, it's in his memory, and we give him the salute. It's like I wouldn't be doing this without him. It's like I went from using half of a bathroom, and I guess that this was the hallway that I used for a while, and it was when I was using this one, I believe I was growing a strain of Vortex that was a cut from somebody's whatever farm that I was growing the cuttings from. My license gives me 15 plants. I have 15 plants in here, and that was the first time that I grew any of Sub's strains, and that's why I looked him up and said, "Oh shit, I should get to know this dude." And one thing leads to another, and here we are. And he says, "Weed nerd. Uh-oh. Are you there? Uh-oh. Was I covering up the whole time?
Yeah, I'm here. No, just now. No, just now.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't look down and see that. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway.
Man, I need to do that with my t-shirts. I had much love for Sub. Every time he sent me shirts, man, they always sent me fucking extra larges.
Well, if you've got any extras, it's like if anybody's got any of Sub memorabilia, it's like would love to decorate my wall. I don't wear them because it's like I don't take care of shit. It's like I like to just save it for the memory of, and yeah, if anybody has any extras, or if they are too big for them or whatever, yeah.
Man, that was it was tough when he passed, man. For sure.
Well, the world will never be the same without him. It's like his little smart ass, way of doing business and talking, I think is just a style that will never be,
No, like you said, you hit it on the nail of you hit the nail on the head. I've always said he was, basically like the Hunter Thompson of cannabis there. He made all of us work around his schedule. You know what I mean? We came when he called. And when you called, there was a procedure to talk, basically. A lot of times, if you want to talk to him, you better text him first.
Yep.
You better shoot him a text first. Just, say, hey, man, I'm hitting you up here in a second. That's all you had to do, too. Hey, man, go call a sec. If you didn't do that, you'd get an earful.
Yep, exactly. Oh, yeah. It's Sub's world. It's like, I don't know. It's like, he was a hard ass, but at the same time, he was pretty freaking soft and kind. And if you knew how to tickle it right, it's just a matter of,
Oh,
I'm afraid
I miss that dude. I really do, man. I had a lot of late nights after, after the show, if you will, was over, the lives, right around 3 a.m. Michigan time. I'd fucking talk to him a little bit and fucking, he was a fucking cool ass dude. That's, there's a whole different side to him than everybody saw. And he was both ways a great dude.
Yeah, you knew the bro that I knew. It's like, he if don't fuck him up. don't cross him. But it's like, that's but it's like don't talk shit. But it's like, otherwise, you expect the wrath. It's like he's just I don't know. I knew him only as a friend. It's like I know and heard a lot of other crap, but it's like
that's what it was. Though. It was just crap.
It's over. Yeah. That's he put me in touch with so many people, which at the time I didn't really realize they are the ones that are on the wall that they were his friends in business and whatnot throughout the years. And it's like I've been in touch. It's amazing how much how open Instagram and Facebook are as far as getting to know people in the industry, are actually real people that you can actually reach out and touch and talk to. I never would have thought that half of the people that make the seeds that you covet so much, that so many dispensaries buy packs to sell, and mark up their benefit, how easy it is to find, the dude that, geez, your scrapers right there, and, I guess that's the wall of it was in, I guess, 2017 that I would have met Sub. So it was 18 and 19 that, we followed through. It was, oh yeah, that's right. It's, where is it? There it is. My sweet tea. I was growing sweet tea as he first released it. He said he was gonna release it as I was growing it from seed, and it was we watched it as the things were being printed, and then there it is, all my little starter packs, some of them. But yeah,
it's badass, man. I dig it.
Yeah, I miss the guy.
Yeah, I passed a pack of that sweet tea to Darren McCarty when I met him. What y'all smoking on? Try comes is what I'm focused on. Got so much green clippings up in this bag, you think I'm rolling on. I'm rolling bomb. I'm glad I held the pack back, man. Very, very stoked. There's some of them seeds, even after I kind of quit being a rep there, that I had kept back, and when people kind of hit me up there, I felt, I parted with some packs, man, that I thought, I can replace these. We're all naive and thinking it's forever. I can replace these.
Damn. It ain't about that.
Fast.
Nothing's forever. Okay, we got to hit some more. Time to hit it. Hit it, brother. Have you been hitting it the whole time and I'm sitting there talking? Damn it.
I wait for another bag. I wait for another bag.
I hear you. I gotta get some more coffee. Right here.
What's up, Lexi? I love you. Got my baby girl in chat. One of them. Got a bunch of cool people in chat.
Yeah,
Almost
it
60 in
was,
chat now.
What's that now?
Almost 60 in chat now. They've been, if you go back and watch this, you'll be able to read all the chat too, man. They've said a bunch of nice things. So hopefully you do go back and watch.
Oh yeah, I'm real curious because it's like, I am nowhere near to what the dude was to me. It's like it's another funny little stories. It's like, number one, that I have a head injury, and that I have a hard time remembering things, and I will get really, really flustered and confused if you put anything into a question in front of me, because it's like I freeze. When I first met Sub, I guess he told me to. He told me. Trying to remember how he. I can't even remember it now. His code name for himself,
Dave
yeah,
Bowman.
Yeah, Dave Bowman. Okay, thank you very much. You know the whole full story. Well, it's like, there you go. That I just have a hard time remembering that part. And it's like, he told me his real name, I don't know, years, months later, as we became closer friends. And he told me how he hates Dave. Close the door, Dave, from Space Odyssey. Anyway, and he told me his real name. I did not have a chance in hell to remember his name for forever. And it's like, I remember now. But oh well. I have a slow cycle in putting things all together, and he left a lot to put together. It's like GOA Grow Meds 420. We got to add that now. He's another brother that right towards the end, after Sub lost the house, and he was in the trailer, or he was getting ready to move into the trailer, I should say. So it's like it's really towards the end. That's around before that time is I think when DOA and we started, at least I knew about their relationship, but it's like I don't know how it is, but I will never forget pretty much that Sub said I should be in touch with him, and that I should keep in touch with him, and that I should become friends with him. And for some reason, and it's like whenever Sub would say something, I would, I write it down and I do it. And so we did, and I did, and we still are friends. And it's like, I don't know that DOA even knows that part of it, but it's like, yeah, there's little aspects that, just in conversation. I don't remember where the conversations came with Sub, if it was in Instagram or wherever, because he had many different ways of communicating all that kind of crap, and he always had me jumping before all these crap, and then I forget stuff, and I'm not getting my bowl loaded.
Please get your bowl.
Well, it's heated, I believe. Oh yeah, so it's like, this is gonna be a beauty. Oh. Okay. someone asked me about my Plenty, and it's heating up now. I haven't used this in a long time because it never. Excuse me. It takes a ton to Oh, come on. It is. I think. Wow. Anyway. Oh, yeah.
Rolling up another one, man. I don't know why I quit rolling up the bigger joints.
I'm halfway there. Oh, shit. I'm halfway there, and I got to get... I hate it when this happens.
Did it go dead?
No, but it's like... Got something in my mouth there. Cat hair. I don't know if you're like me at all, but it's like I grew up where boy, I'll tell you smoke it to the end, and it's like it's taken a hell of a long time, and I still, I almost ran out before I had this conversation with you tonight, and it's like I would have really been just pissed to not have any weed to smoke, or to have to go buy some. Oh my God. So I was.
What a painful experience it is to buy.
Oh heavens, I can't imagine it. It's been years. But it's like, it could happen. But it's like, thankfully, I didn't run out, and it's like, and thankfully, I kind of freeze baked I let the weed dry for about 10 days, 12 days maybe, and that was it. I kind of I let them dry it at whatever the grow room next to my grow room is during the day, without any air conditioning in there. So it's like he was up to 75, so 74. So yeah. Oh well, life. But got to get it done.
So how is that smoke right there, Steve? Is that I mean, like if you get smoke in a bong, it stales out. So is that a stale tasting smoke that you just sucked out of the bag there?
Yes. Yeah. It basically, that was the aftermath of a good fresh bag, and what's left over is fumes. It's like, they'd get me stoned, but it's like,
that was my next question is, do you think after sitting around like that it's kind of went a little further down the chain and will hit you a little different if you let the bag sit?
This is concentration. When this light goes off, you got to toke quick.
It's off.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. We have to reload it. That means the other one can be baking though. I was wondering if this is old or new. In that case, I'm gonna have to grind some up too, because these take a ton. But that's what this is all about,
So which one is out of your all the strains that you've ran? that he's patched you. Which one has been your favorite?
Oh, I think the sweet tea was probably my favorite.
I haven't ran that one yet. Need to.
It's a really stocky, wide, you want with almost any of Sub's strains. I learned it later that you got to read up on what he says, but usually a top 2 or 3 times, for the best, crop, structure. But because he had me growing in such I have a high ceiling, I can grow up at 12, 14 feet if I wanted to. It's like, my bag's looking good finally. But I gotta grind some more up. Shoot. Okay, kids. Here we go. Oh, here's another one too. King Top. These little grinders, they're cheap, last forever. I like the size of the holes and all that kind of crap. And I give them a shout out.
I'm really picky on the grinders too. I'm glad you mentioned them holes.
Well, I'm a shout out to what I find that I like. It's like, if I don't like it, I ain't gonna, talk about it. I'm not gonna, give it my opinion. And there are companies that, I buy their shit and it's like, it's not worth it, or it's there's something better. And when I find something good, to let the world know, let the weed nerds, enjoy this. Okay, here we gotta take some pictures of the. Okay, can you? That's fine. Come on. There we go. I can do it that way. Anyway, balloon.
That's the vanilla tart there.
Yep. Yeah, freeze dried, cured for whatever 2 weeks. So it's kind of quickly done, but a little overstuffed. It's quite all right. But
Actually,
I had to get this stuff ready to smoke tonight. I had some Go Time, which is from
Jinx. That's
Barney's
good stuff.
Huh? Oh yeah, Barney's Farm. That was the stuff that I was growing, I believe. That I was waiting for it to mature when it went to seed, and I was so God. It may be that I went from that one little room, to that bigger room that I'm in now, and that was when I was growing Go Time. I had an air leak, or a light leak. I didn't catch it, and I had one go, and feminize or fertilize all the crop, and I ruined the crop basically. I told Sub, and he said, "Yeah, whatever, cut it and save it for making oils or whatever." And so I did, and he sent me. I think he already sent me the seed, and that's why I just started, growing his strains only. And the first 2 or 3 weren't all that great, because I guess that light leak, I had that problem. I don't know if I ever taken care of it, but once I got that taken care of, things settled down a whole lot better. I found out there is still a slight light leak, and it's partially because of the time of day that I have my schedule set at. I go from 6 to 6, my 12 hours, that 12 to 12, and it's like that means that in the midday I get a chance of light leaks, but it's like I live with it so far. I'm gonna cover it, I think.
Okay. How it must be coming from the outside then, maybe, or is it just can't?
Yeah, no, it's
in there cover.
It is. I live on a hill. I live with pretty good light exposure, but trees and stuff like that. So it's like it's there, and it's not that big a deal. It's I need to take care of it, but it's like it's something that I really don't really want to do, and it's like I really don't have to do it, but it's like I really should do it. Well, whatever, and so it makes me put it off for more than I should. It's just a matter of making a covering for it, a shield. It's not that tough. It's like, but I have to climb up on the roof, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not into it as much as I used to be. I'm 62.
Understandably.
Yeah,
Understandably.
People fuck up and fall down real easily, and it's like I'm pretty proud to have come this far along, and I'm actually getting more healthy as I go. It's like that's where you make me mad at myself, because it's like you're in good shape, and it's like you wear it well. I was in good shape all my life, and then became old and let time take its own course on me, and it's like here I am. And main thing is I'm very, very happy at it. So it's like that's the major goal in life.
Well, I played hard, and I still play hard. I try to do everything to the fullest, but I learned quickly from some tough moments and from being around great people, and older folks. I got a lot of respect I got a lot of older friends, and especially in the construction industry, I've met a lot of great people, and I knew early on, man, from especially what they told me. They're like, man, I have one of my best friends that is 65 right now, and he's framing still. He's standing on fucking walls. He's setting trusses. He's fucking sheeting roofs. And we both know, we had the conversation, 25 years ago, at this rate, we're going to have to do this the rest of our fucking lives, because as soon as we stop doing this, bodies are going to fucking lock up, and it's going to be over at that point. So I took that to heed, man. I started taking better care of myself and fucking working a little bit smarter. I used to be that guy who would get in there and I just reef and pull, And nowadays, man, I'm like, here, let me get a bar. Let me get some leverage on that shit. You know,
Yep.
you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
I money's tight always, and you know, I live on a monthly check, you know, disability check from the government, so it's like I cut costs where I possibly can, and whatever. Lately, I've had some expenses happen. Number one, right before the 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 climate started changing, and we started right about the time we started to get colder. I don't know what reason it was, but I went underneath the house to check on things as I was just covering things up, and saw a water leak, and went, oh shit, and searched it down, and you know, thought for sure that it was a pipe that had either frozen or rusted or whatever. I had some insulation done, so it's covered up, so you really can't get at it really easily. And I used to sell the repair stuff for all this kind of stuff, so I have some knowledge of how to do it. But it's like, you know, I don't want to do it. Sort of looking at calling a plumber, you know, and what it's going to cost, you know, and it's like they're you know, close to like $100 an hour, and it's like, you know, they're, you know, they're gonna suck you dry, and finally remembered a friend who I had known and from my younger years, and thought, I wonder if he's, you know, up here, you know, close to me, you know, and I wonder if he's still around, you know, and I started checking and whatnot, and found a phone number for him, you know, and gave him a call, and then that was his number, and you know, it was his voice. So I said, hey, how you doing? You know, blah blah blah, and I got a water leak problem. Called me right back, and we talked, said hi, you know, it's been years, yeah, but you were the name that I thought of first, you know, and so he said, well, yeah, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, I'll be out there in about an hour, maybe two, you know. So about 3 hours later, he called and said he was on his way, and came out. He found the problem. It was a fitting that was bad, just old, and it was fairly easy to replace. We had to go to the store to buy it, but it's like, you know, I'm fairly close to a Home Depot, and went to Home Depot and picked it up, came back and replaced it. And I, you know, how much I owe you, and you know, his receipt, you know, and you know, whatever. That's the kind of friends that you need in times like this. Oh, and that's another thing too. After he cured my water leak, that's one of the reasons I bring it up. I'm 62, he's 72. He went underneath my house and did all this fucking plumbing crap, you know, on his back, and you know, freaking chest, you know, whatever. At 72, he's still doing this shit. He's a little guy, you know, so he can get in places that I couldn't. But that doesn't, you know, you should be doing it, you know. Anyway, but after I did that, he's also an electrician, and I have some electrical things that I would like to accomplish, and I didn't know how he was going to take, you know, cannabis, but he smiled when I showed it to him, and because he's going to come by and do some electrical for me. I have the breaker box and the power running to it from the main, and it's all in great shape and can take a lot. I think it's an 80 amp maybe a 60 or 80 amp circuit just for my lights. And I'm only using 2 15s or 2 20s right now to run all my lights, all my sound system, most of everything. I do have a couple other circuits I have running extension cords too. It's crazy around here. So yeah, I have the power, I have the box, and I have a friend now that will I'm sure be more than happy to help me run the power out to my room. See, I built that room. It was something that had been, you know, I had the it's a cement floor. So it's like, you know, it was pretty easy just to build a little addition on, and became my grow room.
Yeah, that's nice to have that them tall ceilings there. I know I've got some tall ones too, but for some reason I keep my ass in these tents.
You do what it takes.
In my instance, it's because I run multiple phases in here. I have to, you know. I have a day, night, and a veg in here. Without tents, there's no way I could run like I do.
This is my day job.
Same. Same. Most definitely. I made that transition from construction into caregiver, but I still do construction, carpentry work. When it's a challenge. I take it when the cannabis has allowed me to pick and choose, some of the work I want to take, which I find to be a blessing. So I don't have to necessarily go out and take some of that work that's just beating me up, man. That was the shit ass part of it, man. There was them times where you'd go out and work 12, 14 hours a day, then come home and have to take like an hour or two just to sit there and fucking smoke a joint, just to gather yourself up to be able to do something. Yeah.
Hell, fuck yes. Hell yes. Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah,
cannabis definitely helped me take my life back. That's for sure. In a lot of ways.
Well, that's, I forever will be, promoting its legalization, worldwide. That's all there is to it. That's what Sub was all about. It's so cool to yeah, you're an example of just how many people that he touched, how many people have fond memories.
Oh yeah, man, I got much love for Sub, man. He was a good friend, and he did, like you said, he opened up a shit ton of doors for me, and for that I'll be forever ever grateful to him for. Not just in the community he opened up doors, but man, he opened up a lot of fucking friends. I met a lot of people in the fucking chats that I would consider to be lifelong friends.
Exactly. There's a community that I didn't realize that I'm kind of part of, that I didn't expect to or want to. I wanted to, but it's like didn't to I guess when he's put me in touch with a ton of people, and the fact that they respond back and they say the same, it's like what a good friend he was, some of them. All the ones that are friends with me. Anyway, weed nerds. Whole
I
world.
think, that's another thing, Steve. I think too that I think there was, since his passing, I've seen a lot of stuff that's frustrated me a little bit, a little back and forth by, some of the people that hated on him were, suddenly chanting and, but I'm sure there is quite a few that, regret some of the shit they said and realize they were now wrong.
I'll talk just a little bit on it, and then I'll be very, very quiet. But it's like it's yin and yang. It's give and take. It's just it's both sides of every story. How many times or how many ways can you fucking say it? It's like I and several other people and Sub are Librans. We are for you or against you or it's a pull tug type situation to get along with some people. Sometimes it's a pull tug just to get along with us. In the business, is there any question that there are some challenges that we face trying to be the best? If you don't know who is better, you don't know who to try to beat. So it's like Sub took it on pretty goddamn well, and it's like he's Weidner, and it's like he's been and done more than anybody else, and it's like he's not the best at anything, but he's the Weidner, and it's like he's good at whatever he puts his fucking mind at, and I don't know. I was very, very fortunate to be on his good side always. Yeah, I never I would have given my back for the SOB. It's like he because he did that for me. So
certainly.
And like I say, it's like in the business, there's competition, so it's like you compete. It's like and you watched his house burn. You watched
I talked to him on the phone that night.
Yeah, the cops. Yep, the cops. Sit him outside in his underwear the night that they decide to take his legal grow away from him. Yeah. Yeah, he, Plus, I don't know how many people, well, all of us that are weed nerds do, but it's like, knew that about his alpha, it's like, I was always telling him, when I first, we started being friends, I didn't really know all that much about alpha at all. And it's like, I still don't, but it's like, I told him about vaporizing because it's like I had really bad lung problems, and it was getting prescription marijuana use. And the first doctor said, it's like, have you looked at the vaporizing? Nope. And I said, roll a blunt and smoke it. And he said, well, you get carcinogens, digested in your you get a lot of it in your backed up in your lungs right now, and look into it. And I did, and I bought one. I think the one I'm using, and it's not the same. It's pretty damn fucking good, and it's like it makes a huge motherfucking difference in your lungs. You burn your charcoal, and you're taking charcoal into your lungs. It's just a fact. It's like some of us can get rid of it quicker than others. Yeah, I smoke a lot, and it's like it's like this doesn't vaporizing. It doesn't leave any residue whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I can do this and go out and buy cigarettes, and they don't smell me at all. It's like it's like you go to a store or you go to a restaurant and you're like talk to people, and it's like they won't know that you're stoned. It's great. So it's like if you're in a working environment, it's almost an immediate evaporates in the air. It's almost there.
I've never really been too ashamed that I smelled like weed, to be honest with you. Especially in these COVID times now. I will smoke on my way to a store just in case, like, if I let a little cough go in the store that I stink like weed, that, it's like just a weed cough, you know what I mean? Don't worry. I just smoked one on the way in.
It depends upon your occupation. It depends on what you do. It's like, and it's like I don't do anything for years, so it's like, I'm fine.
Yeah, in fact, I've told a little bit of this story, but this is some true shit, man. I'm getting really tired of pulling ahead at almost like every restaurant you pull ahead. Every restaurant you go to anymore, I can go up for coffee. Could you just pull ahead for 10 minutes? Look, it's fucking coffee, man. I only live 10 minutes away. Come on, man. So now I actually carry some pre-rolls with me. So when I get my coffee 10 minutes later, man, I roll down that window and it just clam bake comes rolling out of that
thing. There you go.
Sorry, you gave me too much time.
Yeah, it's what state are you in?
I'm in Michigan.
Michigan, okay. God. Yeah, the so different living in an environment where it's like around here it's like geez, we've been legal now for I don't know how many years. It's like I guess this is like one of the first high times. Cannabis cups were here when we first legalized, but it's like yay.
Yeah, that's one thing you kind of bring up right there is we all kind of talk a little bit of smack about the cups and stuff, the high times cups. They come too often. They price gouge. It is. Say what you want. I'm missing them this year. I would gladly pull out some cash out of my wallet and go to a high times event right now.
It's kind of the start of the camaraderie of fellow growers and smokers and lovers of cannabis, and it's like I don't know yeah, Danny is one of Monty's friends, and so it's like exactly, and it's like I hate to see him move on to his new project, but it's like, I'm fully in support of. I just can't remember names of shit. It's like Northwest, Northeast magazine. I can't remember where he went to now, but it's like,
I'm not sure the magazine, but I know he's doing his own podcast. Grow Bud Yourself podcast there.
Okay, here I'm gonna call it up because it's like, I think I can do this without. Oh my God, wouldn't that be funny? Oh, here, let me do it this way. I won't show you my list of friends. Northeast Leaf magazine. There you go. Everybody should go check out and become friends with Northeast Leaf mag. Look it up and they'll find out. That's Danny Danko's new project that he's working with now, and it's like I'm fully in supportive of it, but high times too. It's like, you gotta love both. It's like, they're supporting the stuff that we love so much, that keeps us alive. So, anybody interested in how I make these huge bags?
I am.
It's like, just to.
Can you make them endless size? That's another question I had, because I've seen some big bags. Can you just whip up whatever size you want to make?
Well, I'm sure you could, but it's like, the best thing to do is just on Amazon. I can't remember the bag company. Yeah, I can. I got it written down, or I think it's on the stuff when I go get them. What bag company it is. The main thing is, if you buy, like when you buy, I don't have it with me anymore. The preformed bags for vaporizers, they do sell aftermarket preformed bags for vaporizers, for my brand especially, or for a Volcano or whatever, that has a narrow tip to it. Well, you don't have to. You just have a normal size and wrap it up and slap it together. Damn it! It's like I'm taking off right now. Little clips. You'll see when I put it back together. But oh God. That's a bag. And that's a bag. That's like 6 or 8 times a regular bag that you buy from the store. I'll take you over there and show you them. That you buy with the vaporizers normally. This too is just really, really freaking stank. And I keep a towel. And I keep alcohol.
So how often do you have to replace the bags? I mean, how often do you really need to do that?
I would imagine probably weekly at least, and this is another thing too, damn it. It's like, and this is my tool because this is just gets caked. You can't really see it, but it's like, with the freaking resin shitties. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Anyway, so with alcohol, cleaning up everything we go. Da-da-da-da. I clean that too, but I won't right now. Then we're going to, yep, we got enough. Change this. Diddle-diddle-doo. Here we go. The lady's looking.
Good.
Joker's Wild. I just topped these here a couple of days ago.
That sounds like a good strain. I like the name. That's for sure. What's in it? Do you know?
I do, and well, here it is. Other than that, no, I don't. She didn't really give me too much information. just sit here, enjoy. That's figured. What the hell did I come over here for? Oh, there's a reason. Oh, okay. Hey, sheepers, creepers, kids, don't let this kid near your tools. Okay, here you go. Here's bags. These are the bags you buy 5 of, and they cost like maybe 10 or 20 bucks. Oh yeah, here they are. They're this size. I guess they're not that small. But what I buy are bags this size. I guess they're about maybe 3 or 4 times. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I'd take the B.
Here it says. They're 15 by 27, 3 mil thick. So they're pretty thick. They're just poly bags. And it's like I buy them on Amazon. Yeah. And it's like I buy, oh God, it was like 100 or 500 at a time. And it's like it's way fucking cheaper. It's like about the same. Come on. Yeah, no. There you go. About the same price as you know, about half or a quarter of the price. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, now. Oh shit. Okay. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? Here we go. Oh God. Where's my oh, there's my tool. First, you grab this little puppy. The way these are made, the bags are usually put way down here. I'm not in the safe. There we go. They're joined right here between these 2 nubs. I join them way down here. Oh shit. Okay, kids. we just got kicked out of our room in here. It's now dusk for the oh. Do. We must not forget where we are.
The life of a grower.
Oh, here you go. I should show you all the sequence and all this. It's kind of fun, especially at night. Uh-oh. Hello. Hello. It's adjusting the lights. There you go. Well, you didn't really get to see them all, but it's a little light display. Ooh.
Cass would like to know, do you have a TBI?
What's that?
I don't know. What is that, Cass? What are you referring to?
Well, see, I got a lot of crap and a lot of friends. Put it that way. Oh, good. I got all my stuff in here. Like, see, this is the other thing too. I've been asking a friend of mine to come take some pictures for me. And
she said it's a brain injury, or they said it's a brain injury, Steve. They said it's a brain injury.
Absolutely. Well, he borrowed me a camera to take some pictures of these crops because I kept on bugging him about taking some pictures for me. And he said, "Here, just use this." But I've taken some pictures, but I haven't figured out how to. Well, I have my memory card on my damn phone is full, and I haven't changed it yet. And it's like once we do all that, I'll have to upload some of these pictures I've taken. But yeah, they're fun. Anyway,
you gotta love them cameras, man. They take some beautiful pictures.
They sure do.
A lot of that too is that tripod, taking your hand, at least my hand out of the equation. That shaky hand when I'm taking that. I don't think I'm shaking that much, but man, you put, my hand shot to a tripod shot, it's like, holy cow, why is it so clear?
I hear you. Well, that's one of the things that, if I saw that, sub precise and beautiful and all that kind of stuff. He had such a technique and way. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're doing. So I knew that was going to happen. So we're now maneuvering in darkness.
Careful now. Grosse, I'd like to hear about that. You should come on and tell me about it. Grosse and Chad's saying that he's the only person in the world using kombucha scoby in labs for skin cancer. I'd be very interested to hear about that.
Okay. Yay.
Nice. I dig the what is that? That's a tweeter right there, isn't it? That's a big one too. Holy shit.
Yes. They're rather famous, and I'm rather proud to have I've got 6 of them, I believe. They're I can't remember the names ever, but they're famous.
Oh, I'm jealous of that stack. I really am. I miss the old speakers like that.
Here we go. Gauss Altic. They're the 1502s. Very, very, very distinct sound from them.
That's just something, I don't know, maybe it's nostalgic to me because that's the era I come from. You know, back before even anything else, man. You just drug your big ass speakers outside. And everybody rocked out, man. You just rocked the whole neighborhood. Went outside, played some frisbee or whatever the fuck you wanted to do.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, just whatever, right?
Yeah, I grew up. I grew up in music and sound. I don't sing. I don't dance. I don't do nothing. I love it. I listen to it. I have an extremely good ear. My ears are still there, which is really incredible. But I don't know. Things get old. I am one of them. Yeah. Okay. I have to get back to this. Okay. I have to make my bag or else I can't smoke anymore. So, main thing is you stick this whole thing in here halfway. For me, about 2 inches exposed. I am not precise.
Yeah.
Okay. And then these little zip ties. And this is another one thing that Amazon, I don't know, I think about 1,000 for like $20. It's like I thought at first, I wonder if they're going to be any good. They're fine. And yeah, you pull your top off. You pull the excess back over that little bubble tube thing, and opposite the other. Make sure you put them in the right direction, otherwise it won't attach. I can't break it. Holy cow! Cut it off. And there.
One bag ready to puff with me.
Exactly. That's a huge bag in comparison to what you normally get for these vaporizer things. And I find that for the most part, depending on the bud that you're smoking and all that kind of crap, it's like, hello. I just get disconnected. What have I done?
You maybe covered the camera.
Yeah.
Or just hit the camera button.
Oh, there we go. I stopped it. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I was trying to.
You're doing good so far. You're doing great so far.
We having fun?
Hell yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yes, sir, I am.
So this is the machine I use. And it's I can't remember the name, but it's like whatever.
That's not the old vaporizer, that's for sure, man. That's quite smaller model.
It's the old style. Oh shit. That ain't gonna work. There we go. No, it's not gonna work. There we go. I'm not going to let this get to me. So do you use Dr. Zymes?
No, not yet. I haven't added it to my repertoire, if you will. But man, I've heard nothing but good shit about that stuff.
Well, I kind of got hooked. It's like I tried to be real stringent and use it only when you need it and all that kind of crap. And it's like found out that I need it all the time, and I would wait too long in between. And it's like I'm still not real good about it, but it's like it's a lot better, and it's like it takes care of everything for me anyway. So far, that was one of the problems that Sub was having was with russet mites for a while, and I remember that.
Okay. Yes, I do too.
Yep. I don't think Dr. Zymes would even handled his predicament. When you have a pool like that, once it's there, it's there. And I'm not as good as at cleanliness, by a long shot. It's like I'm still learning and still trying to get past. Which is why it makes me a good tester. Okay, here he goes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take duckweed up on that. When you're ready, I'm gonna take a dab with. I'm gonna pass on the joint and take a dab this round.
Right on. Oh, that's another thing too. It's like a lot of people use these box fans, and it's like 20 by 20, and it's like in all the crap that's going on right now, cleaning the air. I use these everywhere, and it's like they work great. This I use an odor reducing type of whatever, so it's like it takes all the stuff out of the air too. But it's like it takes it and keeps the air, pretty good. I have to say. Anyway.
Someday I'll get this camera figured out, man. I hate that. I always do it like backwards. I had it figured out there for the longest time, and then I like reversed the camera. I like took off the mirror image, and now I'm all backwards again. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, it's like we're all amateurs at this, I think. Anyway.
Be lucky to get a dab out of this thing. Good thing I got some butane right there. Very unprepared.
Is there any preparation for this?
No, it's not like they come with a little gauge on these things either. They should too. You're about ready to be fucked. I might as well just step over and get some, grab the butane instead of trying to just screw my damn.
Yeah, that's one of the things we all miss is Sub's 1 hour that he would do. Yeah, I kind of
shit. There was days that man would be online. Driving down the road. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm walking in the house.
Yep.
After you're fucking riding dirty on the highway for fucking 3 hours and shit.
Yep. Oh dear.
Yeah, he was lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah, there's nothing like him, that's for sure. But it's like, daggone it.
What's up? Cheers, Chris Mertz.
There we go.
Much better. Much better. There's another weed nerd right there. We've had a bunch in here tonight, by the way. St. Bernard's observation booth is with us. We had Naughty Nikki in chat. Sorry if this torch is offensive. Should have probably mic'd off before I started.
Diary of a weed nerd.
You know, right after he died, I went and fucking got my tattoo, my weed nerd tattoo. And I'll tell you a little story about that here. So.
That's one of the characteristics and trademarks of Subcool is his, love for the art.
Yeah.
And for so many artists, that he knew.
Every time I got a tattoo, we went back and forth for the longest time on tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know if people realize that, but yeah, we did. I'd go get one. He'd go, man, I'm jealous. And he'd go get a little tattoo. Back and forth forever, man.
Right. Well, one of my best friends, that's it's just a ritual, it's like whatever, yeah, in a place, in a time, whatever. I heard you do a really good job. Heard about you, so it's like, there it goes.
Yeah, here's the tattoo here that I got like a day after his passing. Right there. Can you see it? Right there. It's the time capsule, or the clock smashed into the ground there. I actually got a hold of T-Dog that day, the day after, and asked for his permission on using the image. Which funny story about that is I hated that image. I still don't really care for it. That's truth. Me and him, because I actually had many. I don't know how I've known Sub for years and years. Well, 12, 13 years, easy. I've been good friends with him, and so when things went down, I I had a lot of talk with him about starting the day, and I told him that now's the time, man. You can start over. Right now, you're kind of have this reemergence. You're kind of back on the tongue of everybody. It's good time to you can rebound. You can rebound easy enough, and so he started the day. He restarted the day, and me and him went back and forth, and I'm designing new images for a long time, and I actually sent him images with the TGA logo in a fire, and it said the dank above it, and with the rising. But this is back with the Phoenix whole during the Phoenix episode,
Yep.
And then he started working with T Dog a little bit, and he showed me that image. He said, "I really like this," and I says, I don't really like it, dude. It went to me. It was going, like opposite of where I was hoping to see him go. You know what I mean? That to me,
Yep.
that the clock looked like a tombstone, and I was like, "This is a new beginning, man. This isn't the end." You know what I mean? But he loved that image, and that was the one he went with, and that's what's on a lot of the first marketing for the dank. There is that time clock, and for him, it was a way of signifying the end of the TGA. But to me, it was always a grim outlook. But I couldn't think of anything other. When it came time, I wanted something, man. I immediately went out and got something to help
I
me
know.
cope, and because the ink's my way of coping, and that you know but for some reason, out of everything I looked at, everything I considered, that was the one image that called to me, so that's the one I went with.
Well, that's all the things that he would send, all these little stickers for each strain, that I tested and stuff like that. It's like I never really realized how much that would mean to me, to be able to see that some of these made it and some of them didn't, and that's what our job is in his planning of all this stuff. He was always changing, always reaching out. It was too cool.
And it does me good.
The
It does me good to see somebody knowing that there's so many people holding his memory.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Ooh. Check. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's when I was doing the super soil charge packs, testing them with Patrick. It's like, oh hey, there we go. Fresh balloon. Gotta love it.
I'm gonna go in for another dab, but go in for that balloon. That bag.
It well, I was shocked. I always figured I could always make them smaller if I wanted to, easily, just by how much I use when I cross them. But this way, it's perfect. It's like but it's huge.
Nice. It's a lot of puffing.
There we go. Here we go. It's still popping out.
That's cleanup right there. Hell yeah.
Oh, nasty. Okay. Oh, torture. So do you use your method 7s?
No, I should.
No?
I got a cheap pair of like grow room glasses, but I hardly ever wear them.
Well, yeah, I oh shit, there I do it again. How do I do this? I keep on, screwing myself up. Anyway, that was my first Method 7s, which I bought online, used for like $30 just to test them out, and they're really great. It's like they had one scratch on them. I didn't really, wasn't all that thrilled with, but it's like whatever, got them cheap. And then they had a sale where it was like for $30, I got the ones. Oh shit, there I go again. I do that. The catalysts or whatever they call them, the ones that flip onto your phone, and they're pretty damn cool. And I wear prescription glasses, so the type that flips over your glasses. They make it rather nice to use with my prescriptions, which really I should be, that's why, dag nabbit, I should have them on right now. Dag nabbit, I'm in the grow room. I forget where I'm at.
I've almost bought the prescription pair, but they wanted almost like $300 for that pair. I couldn't buck up with it.
Well, that's it, and like everything, I'm tenacious. Sub's the one that named that to me. It's like I've been in touch with them, and they've been in touch with me. It's like someday we'll be crossing paths, but it's like for right now I'm using these ones, and they're doing me good. Here, come on. There it is. So they the flip on. God, I am so cumbersome. Flip. Flip. They call me Flipper.
Oh man, that's two fucking funny things you just said.
Which? Flipper?
Well, both actually. So here's a little side fucking way. Just because I haven't heard that shit never. I've had some shady dealings. Okay. But well, for one, first things first, the glasses. I had one point I used to have, remember the round ones that flipped up like that? I used to fucking I used to love them fucking. I had a pair of those and I loved them things. Absolutely love those glasses.
Yep.
Number two, I hung out with a cat that called me Flipper for a while because every fucking day when I'd come over, it seemed like I don't even know how I did it. I would come over, he'd be fucking watching Flipper. He'd be fucking watching Flipper. So I knock on the door and he'd be motherfucking Flipper at the door and shit. What's up, Flipper? I'd be like, come on, man.
I grew up on it. You bet. That was my daily life. Oh, heavens, yes.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy time in my life right there. There's a lot I'm leaving out of that story.
Oh, I should get the other glass.
Good portion of my life right there. Moved a lot of cannabis. Mm. Nice.
Such a difference it makes.
Yes, it does.
Oh. I'm getting a low battery.
You can plug it in or switch devices, your choice. Or
Yeah.
whatever you want. It's up
So
to you.
let's call it a time. It's like we can do this again sometime, but it's like, just as good. I was gonna show off my plants a little bit,
I'm good with that. I'm grateful for the time you gave me, my friend. A ton grateful.
Well, that's it's that's what it's all about. It's like, we both shared the dude and the memory of the good that he brought to us, and that's what it's all about for me anyway. It's like, my thought is that what he started is not going to end with his passing. It's only going to continue and grow. And it's like, I know so many people that do have those strains that are working on the not the continuation of the strain, but to find new, and to use that and to do like Sub was. It's like, to continue the growth and to grow more. New strains are out there. I'm just waiting to see who makes them up.
Right on, right on. Well, a couple things before you go. I know before the show you told me, you've caught in a few episodes, and so you may not know what is coming next. Two things are coming next, Steve. Two things are coming next.
Okay.
One, I want to tell you that keep this Zoom number because, like, I usually go from 11:30. It used to be 11:30 on the nose. I'm slacking now. It's 11:30, 12, sometime in that area. But I usually go from 11:30 to like 4:20 in the morning. Some of these episodes do go that long. Some don't. When they don't, I'll like end this episode with out of respect for you, because I found that if I do long episodes and then I do something stupid, I'll get your episode flagged. So now I just shut it down and I cut them in half. So your episode will be okay. Then if I go on and do something stupid, yours will still be up. You understand?
I do.
But nonetheless, the next episode, the second portion of tonight is the rabbit hole, what I call the rabbit hole. And that's where all the past guests pretty much have a key to jump in. So if you're ever up late and you see that the rabbit hole is on, it's a rabbit hole, fucking jump in, come smoke down, talk some shit with us, fucking hang out, talk cannabis, talk life. You have an invitation, open invitation. Please take me up on it, and we'll talk again
Thank you.
soon. And the other thing I'm hoping to get out of you, number two, the two portion, is, and guys, the celebrity soundbites coming up. I'll explain in a minute. I'm hoping to get my soundbite from you, and what I do with the soundbite is it's pretty much your advertisement for this episode. And it's basically like the old school radio soundbite, the rock and roll, whatever. I always go with the rock and roll version because I used to listen to rock and roll. But basically, what I'm looking for is like something along the lines of, "Hey, this is Seattle Steve, and I've been on fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 228." And you can, throw it up. You can throw something extra on there. You can whatever. You can just but that's what I'll be using for your advertisement for this episode, basically. So if you could, anytime you're ready, friend.
Okay, because I'm gonna run out of battery anyway. This is Seattle Steve talking shit with Eagle. and I forget your name. Damn it! I forget your call name or whatever it is. Talking shit
Eagle
with Eagle.
Gardens.
Eagle Gardens. There you go.
Yeah.
Have a dank night. I'm not. Do another one. Do this over. You can't use that.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Talking shit with Eagles Gardens. This is Yale Steve. Have a dank night. See ya.
Hell yeah. Thank you, my friend. You have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.
It was fun. It was fun. It's like, it's like we'll keep the invitation open, and it's like if we're up late, look out. See ya.
Please do, man. We're always looking for some new people to talk with, so please keep your eye out, man.
We'll get the hang of it. Take care.
Have a dank night, man.
You do the same. It was fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Seattle Steve. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. What I was gonna say there about the sound bites is for some reason when it come time to 200 pass there, I couldn't figure out my player. Fucked up. All these recordings I thought were lost when I talked to Sungrown 707. And he was nice enough to go, hey man, why don't you check your player? So that's what I did. I actually installed a new media player, so now I can play all my sound bites again. So I will be putting out the celebrity sound bites 100 to 200 very soon. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are looking to hang out, please join me in the rabbit hole. We'll hang out and smoke down, have some conversation till 4:20. If not, I do understand. I appreciate you guys' time. Do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'll see you guys in roughly 5 or so. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. Have a great night. Peace.